Hello, everyone. My name is Ruhul Kadir. I run the media and research platform futurestartup.com. So today, every week, we publish a bunch of articles and interviews and analysis on entrepreneurship, business, and technology in Bangladesh and sometimes beyond Bangladesh. And every week on Sunday, we usually send out a newsletter, a compilation of everything that we have published in that week. So from this week, I have been thinking about this. I have been thinking that we could also send out a video message on the same day, that recording all the sort of recording a snapshot of what we have published over the week. So this is the first of it, and this is nothing that I planned, but I thought, okay, we could perhaps add a kind of a video with our weekly updates. So we call it FS Weekly, Future Startup Weekly, a kind of a weekly newsletter, you could say. So last week we published, in this week, this week newsletter, which is a compilation of last week's stories, we have included 5 stories. So in the business deep dive and brand story category, we published a deep dive into how Lead Academy, a fascinating education technology company in Dhaka, has created a unique model for delivering high-quality online education in Bangladesh. Online education is a complex industry, and Bangladesh, it has been growing consistently, but it faces a number of challenges, particularly on the side of delivering quality. How do you crack the quality challenge of online education? So we examined how Lead Academy does that, and the company has created a fascinating multi-layered model that it uses to deliver its courses from very beginning of researching content, working with instructors, and putting together the courses. So if you could go to the our website and find the links and read the article, so it goes deeper into how they do it. And in Art of Enterprise, our flagship interview series, where we speak with leading minds and business, technology, and society about their life and work. We have an interview with Kamal Uddin Gazi Jishan, co-founder of Qormotho, an accounting and finance outsourcing firm based in Dhaka. We talk about a lot of different things. We actually did a story on Qormotho, I think a couple of years back, when they were a pretty small company, and they have grown to now 55% team with clients in multiple countries, in the USA, in the UK, in a couple of countries in the Middle East. So they have grown significantly. And we talked with Kamal Bhai about his personal journey, how he has built a global career in accounting, and then how he is now moved to full-time entrepreneurship and building a global company out of Bangladesh. And there are some fascinating insights about delegation, attitude, humility, authenticity. And he has a really interesting concept, what he calls farming versus hunting in business development, and much more. And it's a packed conversation with unparalleled insight. And we published I would say, a second brand story, which is a partner content on the implementing benefits and challenges of implementing AI in business. Inside another category, we have a number of series, and one of them is called Insight, where we publish analysis on businesses and strategies and management and those kind of things. We published a list of 10 lessons we have learned from a company called BeshiDeshi. It's a artisan product marketplace based in Bangladesh. The company started, I think, 2018, and started as a small company looking at a really complex challenge: how to make Bangladeshi product popular and also empower artisans, help them to access market, a host of other challenges dealing with that. And it has grown to become a very sustainable company and growing company, and it has built an ecosystem of services over the years. And it's really fascinating to see, because that is such a difficult market to build a business. So in that we published, we interviewed the founder, I think a while back, and we analyzed the interview and put together a list of strategies the company used to build a sustainable business and a growing business. And we call these strategies boring, because in our reading, most useful, powerful strategies are boring in nature. They are focused on execution. They're not flashy. They're not things that you are talking all the time. So that's a story. I think people who are interested in entrepreneurship, who are building companies, they should look up and read, and it has some really powerful lessons to take away. Finally, in the business deep dive, we have a long profile on bKash. So bKash is a fascinating company. I think those of you who know bKash, it is the largest MFS provider in Bangladesh. And it's the first fintech, in fact, first startup to become a unicorn in the country, which the startups that are valued above $1 billion. So there are lots of interesting things about bKash, and a lot of things that people know that's common. But I think most important factors about the company are often the ones that we overlook. For instance, the extraordinary discipline the company has maintained in terms of avoiding distractions and remaining doggedly focused on its core mission and its flawless execution prowess. And I think for last couple of weeks, we have been exploring this idea of boring strategies, quiet executions, the companies across verticals that have grown successful, how they have used a set of boring tools and the tactics and the strategies to build their businesses out, and often why these boring and the not sexy ideas are so important to understand and master. I think bKash exemplifies this quiet execution at its finest. So we published a very long profile, and it covers everything from bKash history to evolution to where it is as a company today. So these are the 5 stories from last week. This is sort of an update from Future Startup as we start this week. I wish you all a very, very exciting week. And I hope you will enjoy our stories. Go and read. I will put a link to the newsletter so that you can go and find the links to all the stories. I would encourage you to go and read and send us your feedback. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for today. I'll see you next week.